Buzz. Good morning. Welcome to our second week of the Plat Perspective. And as you can see, we are going to do a spectate of Sammy Winchester, aka G2's Rekkles. 643 on EU West LP. Let's see, he's got a 47% win rate, and obviously his numbers are just cracked. I mean, this guy's considered one of the best ADCs in the world right now. But yeah, I mean, he's been playing a lot of Tristana, Xayah, Varus, of course, a couple drops of Xayah in here. Sivir, as you can see, one of his signature carries, which I wanted to get a VOD of that, but he wasn't streaming when he played that game. So we're going all the way down. Okay, I just lost it. It's right here. Right here. No. Oh, sorry, it's 7 days ago. So this is last week. Yeah, I had it pulled up. So all the way down here, he goes 5-2-3, 9.7 KD. I'm sorry, CS per minute. So he is farming for sure. I'm surprised that. So I looked at Sneaky's op.gg. There wasn't any games that I wanted to spectate of his recently, so I decided to come over to Rekkles. And Sneaky's been playing a bit of Xayah as well. There have been some that I've looked at Sneaky's been spamming Aphelios a lot too, and he's been doing pretty well on him. So I'm surprised I didn't see any Aphelios with Rekkles. But I'm sure he's got a reason. I mean, he's got to play for pro, so he's got to practice all the ones that he's going to play, I suppose, or hide the ones that he's going to play and do it on his other accounts. Anyways, so according to op.gg, his team didn't do that well. He doesn't do a ton of damage this game, but it's not always about doing damage. Unfortunately, it ends in a loss, as you can see. Sometimes you just can't help it. You play the best you can, and that's all you can do. So let's see how he handles this. Yeah, let's get right into it. Fast forward a little bit. Guys, you can see his runes are Lethal Tempo. I'm blanking so hard. Presence of Mind, Bloodline, and looks like not Last Stand. Cut Down. There it is. And the other one that I couldn't remember last week was Coup de Grace. My word. He's also taking Biscuits, which were nerfed several patches ago. But he seems to think they're all right still. As far as in lane, I'm sure they're still fine. It's just their resale value, I think, got nerfed. Anyways, he's also taking the cooldown reduction one. Xayah&Rakan lane versus Misfortune, and I forgot to look at who the other laner was. Xayah&Rakan, one of the strongest bot lane duos. Unfortunately, it's been nerfed a whole bunch, so they're not nearly as strong as what they used to be. But still a really, really strong duo. Misfortune Tarek. So big level 6 ultimates. But I still think Xayah&Rakan wins this as far as pressure, just because of how good Rakan is in lane, especially with Xayah. It's just hard to all in them. We'll see if they can get the push though. Misfortune can apply a lot of pressure and clear minions pretty fast. Gets his Q level up first. W is something that I typically do whenever I'm playing with the Rakan. Also, I forgot to do this beforehand. Let's move right there. We'll still see some of his advertisements. That's all right. W is something that I like to do whenever I play with Rakan because it also gives him an attack speed buff. But if I know that I can't walk up to the wave, I like to do W or Q. He got Q obviously first. It's just preference, I suppose, or how you think your lane's going to go. But it can get some decent poke as far as if you don't think that you can CC them or anything. Hello. Okay. So they get the level 2 first. They were getting the push. Misfortune hit some pretty hard autos on the wave, and Tarek was applying some good pressure. Rakan's getting poked down a lot, which is unfortunate. Okay, so you see right here, he doesn't even need Rakan. Okay. There it was up in the air. That minion might not have been gotten at all. But he was waiting at the last second to auto those because the minions were hitting it enough so where he could only have to auto it once and his support didn't have to auto it. Miss Fortune is applying really good pressure with her E, but she is pretty low on mana. Very nice, very nice. Got his E second. That's standard. No matter what you go, whether you go W or Q, you always get your E second. How to play this matchup on Iron? A lot of it depends on what your support does, but putting him in the best position. So just don't stand directly behind the minions. You see he's standing beside the minions, so that way Miss Fortune can't ever get a Q off on one of the minions and get a lot of poke. They're getting a slow push right now. Also, stay away from Tarek. Kiss for Brazil. How about some love for Brazil? There you go. Nice little all-in from Rakan there. All right, so he's got a nice crash here. Thank you for the follow, Bug John. Appreciate it. All right, so he's just going to keep on pressuring. So Miss Fortune's really low on mana, which means she can't continue to just spam her E, which is relieves a lot of pressure on him. So I'm not sure if he's going to back after this, but we'll see what happens. Gets another crash in. Looks like he wants to keep on pressuring the tower. Get off some poke. Clear the waves. As you see here, he's not always... Oh my goodness, that was so clean. Oh my goodness. Okay, so he had all his feathers out. Saw where Tarek was positioned. He was low. E flash. That was very, very nice. Now he's going to be able to get this turret plate and presumably back because he has a Noon Quiver now. So before this, he would have had about 1,200 gold, and I'm assuming that he was waiting for his 1,300 gold back to be able to get Noon Quiver. Okay, Carabom. Unfortunately, I don't know what language that is. Sorry. But yeah, he got his 1,300 gold off of that kill, shoved the last wave in, got the turret plate, and took off. So great first back, great first pressure. Do I have the drip? No. So now the wave is pushing back. Looks like he just wants to last hit these. If he tried to shove it up right now, his support is gone, and it would just put him in a position where he wouldn't be able to hit the wave at all. Queuing for minions. Pinging the flash of the support, I believe. And, ooh, all right, a little fight going down. If that went wrong for Miss Fortune Tarek, let's assume that Karthus and Kiana weren't there, they would be absolutely devastated. I mean, their lane phase would be completely over. Then in the wave out, I think he wants to try and get a freeze off here. Yep, if you see, he's going to pull these minions over to the bush. And all you need for a freeze is 3 casters. And then you just have to last hit. And so that's exactly what he's going to do here. Now, if Miss Fortune autos the wave, I would match that as well. So the more that she autos, the more that you auto to keep the freeze. As you see, he's starting to free out of the melees. Tarek comes up, applies some pressure so that they can break the freeze. Unfortunately, it's a little bit too far against Xayah&Rakan. And that's a kill. Oh no, I don't have merch. That's what you're asking. No, sorry, I don't. All right, nice little gank coming out here from Xin Zhao. Unfortunately, he is going to die because that was so troll. And that's a lot of times that you got to do. Your jungler comes down for a gank. Don't die with them. Just farm the wave. drip. I think it means like clothes. I don't know. Clothes, jewelry, fashion. There we go. There's a word for it. Fashion. Okay, since he's got Noon Quiver, he doesn't need any help with those caster minions. He's got 1,400 gold. Not going to back, though. He's got a lot of pressure on Misfortune because she's so low health and low mana, and if she backed here, she would miss out on so much XP and minions. So they've got to get some help from their jungler. Oh, let's see. That was really nice. Got the QE on Misfortune. She's got to waste the flash. Not too bad. That was pretty good. Rakan saying he misplayed it. I'm not smart enough to know how, so. But that was a nice flash from Misfortune. He's nuts. It's all good. I just appreciate you guys being here. It's like Moho Iceman. Gotcha. All right, autoing down the wave. This will generate a slow push from their end, so I'm curious to see. These situations for me are always awkward, whether to know to push the rest of them in. Which Xayah has some pretty good wave clear, and that's exactly what it looks like he's going to do. His support knows exactly what's going to happen as well. So they're going to get a fast push. That wave's going to crash because there's no one to catch it, and then it'll slow push back to their turret. Nice back. He was able to get a pickaxe and full boots. Attack speed's very important for Xayah. And it looks like so Misfortune is trying to clear this wave and hopefully get it to crash before they get. It's not going to happen. That's rarely able to happen because she doesn't want it to get frozen on her, or she doesn't want to get zoned off of the wave. And he's just resetting it back to mid. My guess is whenever he does that, I'm assuming he's going to want to get some pressure on the tower. Yeah, that's exactly what he's going to do. Either roam here or apply some kill pressure on Misfortune, because she has no flash. And Tarek's not around, so Misfortune can never contest this, especially with no flash up. So she's just got to hang back, and once the minion waves are low, okay, she ulted for the 3 casters. Just what you got to do sometimes. And they're just going to keep on clearing these waves, pushing the waves in. Going to get some roaming off. As you see, he's never wasting farm. He pushed it in, got the entire wave, and now he's roaming up. He's not going to miss anything for this. Getting some vision for his jungler. And it sounds like, from what he's saying, he wanted to get the plant up there, which is always something good to do. After you shove in a wave, you have some time. See, he didn't, again, like I said, he didn't miss a single minion. So he's going back up here, looking for that plant, trying to get full. Guardian was not up, nor was his E for the shield from Rakan. And that E from Misfortune is doing a lot of poke damage. It'll wear you down. But I mean, she's got Comet, so that's why. It applies so much pressure in lane because of that Comet. It always guaranteed to hit. And that Q is rough. Heal, he didn't want to get... obviously, I don't know if you heard him. He didn't want to get flashed, stunned. That's Challenger? Yes, this is Challenger. Well, he's in Grandmaster right now, but this is Challenger gameplay. This is G2 Rekkles, who is, he was on Fnatic for a while, and now he's on G2. So now he'll go get the plant, and he should be able to get this for free. Tarek can't apply enough pressure to them. Very smart if you don't want to back, or if you don't have enough gold for a buy. Which I think Kraken should be at 1225, but he wants to catch at least some of this wave. And that's all it is, just farming really well. I mean, as you can see right now, he's got a little bit over 10 CS a minute. It's really, really, really good. Clearing the wave. Gonna get this plate. Or not. Misfortune's gonna ult wave. And that's all she's been doing. She hasn't been able to apply any kill pressure. So there's really no need for her to hold on to that, except for that one time. But even then, Rekkles still had his ult to be able to get away from the stun from Tarek. So it looks like they're going to try and get a dive off. We'll see how this goes. They're holding the wave. That means their wave will be able to crash faster. Unfortunately, Qiyana showed up. She recognized the situation, but she's going to die. So I guess, fortunately. Xin ult knocked her over the wall, which really screwed her. He's going to tank here, so that way, yep, he can just hit R. Tower won't target him anymore. Textbook misfortune should not have been there any longer. Once they went after Qiyana, she should have just seeded the wave, because there's no chance she's going to get that. Wow, and that is such a broken interaction. I love that interaction. Anytime I play Xayah&Rakan, it's so nice, especially when I'm playing like with a duo partner. That way that I can be like, here, let me clear this wave while you're backing, and I'll take care of it. Okay, look right here. Very important. Orianna roam top. Mid wave is pushing in, and he's going to pick up this wave. Orianna's pinging like she wants it. Rekkles doesn't care. It doesn't. That's his wave. I mean, she roamed up. So very good, of course, macro play. And he's going to shove this one out too. He should have priority on this. I believe Misfortune just showed bot. Unfortunately, Qiyana was behind. He did see her there, but he had flash Gale Force. I guess he felt safe, or maybe he just wasn't thinking about her coming back around. Back, got Caulfield's Warhammer. Building for that Essence Reaver. Very important for Xayah. Back to clearing waves. Again, above 10 CS a minute as of right now. He is really farming well. I don't remember the last time he's missed a minion. Okay. You know what's crazy? I say that and he misses literally 2 in a row. And one's a cannon. Okay. Did you see where he put that ward? So that ward on that side of the bush. I'm going to pause it. I don't want to make this a habit. All right, but watch where he puts this ward. So I just learned this after watching Double F Sneaky and Meteo's co-stream. Okay, see how he puts it right on the edge right here? That's so huge because if you put the ward like in the middle or on this side, you don't get this edge of this wall right here in the mid river. So people, if they come around like from your river, let's assume this wasn't, or even if that is warded, they can come over here and sneak right around here to gank your mid right there. But with this, you see all the way to that wall. So very nice board placement, just small things that you can see. Wind becomes lightning, gives dash. You know, it's funny. That's the caster's favorite thing to do. Tarek ult comes through, have to back up for a bit, and not going to be able to get the kill on Aatrox. A little bit too strong. Xin Zhao's going in for some unknown reason. His team backed up. Gives him the heal. Very generous. Yeah, and this is just disaster. Beautiful E Gale Force, or Gale Force E, to get 2 roots. Unfortunately, Rakan didn't have his W up though. But Orianna's here, so maybe something will come of it. I don't think so. They're all just solo. Yeah. Set just gets picked off by Karthus Skittle. Orianna's ult misses, and this is just disaster. Both teams are all top. They're all trying to get Rekkles' team is trying to defend this top tower, and I'm assuming get control of Rift, while the enemy team is trying to take the top tower, defend Aatrox, of course, and take the Rift. So it seems like they're going to be able to get Rift Herald here. I don't think Rekkles is... Yeah, exactly. Yep. And that's something that you're not going to see in Platinum, probably even Diamond, where both teams are coming up 5v5 for the Rift Herald to get control of that. But it's super important. Like, if you're a support and your AD is just farming, let's see. The first one's at like 8:30. Find a good roam time to go help your jungler take that Rift Herald. It's so huge if you can do that. And then for the second one, whenever that is, roam again. Go with your jungler to take that objective. Anytime you do that, most likely it'll be a 2v3 because your mid laner will hopefully come and their jungle mid will come. And if the top laner comes, it's a 4v3. Always a great thing. Look at this. He's never not farming or never not doing something. Always getting vision, getting farm, doing something. And that's something that's extremely important. Always be doing something. Never have a moment where you're just standing there, which I do far too often. Going down bot, seeing if they can do something against this Aatrox. Got the Hex Flash for Xayah. And he comes lightning into the dash. Gale Force, Q, E, rooted. Oh no! Close. I honestly thought he was about to get away because of the Gourd Drinker. Gourd Drinker heals so much. Okay, now look at this. Because of that, they get this bot, but the enemy team is now going to crash mid with that Rift Herald, and they're for sure going to get 2 charges off at least. Oriana gives the ult on Karthus and gets a kill with Xayah. That was a very nice. Xayah shouldn't... Ooh, his ult went down right before. But that's alright. I believe the Guardian helped him out. Leandry's looks like it was burning, but it's not enough. Back to mid. Going to get Dragon. So it's amazing to me how much he's grouped with his team, and he's still at over 10 CS a minute. Just absolutely spectacular. And so look at this. He cleared that wave. He pushed the wave to the middle of the lane. Mid went to go get Dragon. Now he's going to go. Okay. And according to him, it's worth to give up mid wave to go apply some pressure down here. And with that kill, I would agree. Gale Force to secure it. Very nice. Okay, so you see how he's talking? Like every wave matters. And so for him missing that other wave, he needed to get something else. And that kill on Aatrox plus the red buff for him was worth it, which it absolutely was. And then he was able to get that other wave. But you see how his attitude is he's always looking for somewhere to farm, something to do. He doesn't want any experience on the map or any gold on the map to go to waste. And Xayah is just popping off. The fact that they lose this game is kind of crazy, actually. Something has to go terribly wrong. Yep, finishing tower, good decision. Gets the QE, gets an assist on him. Nice. And the Leandries and Demonic Embrace burn quite a bit. Gotta farm these Raptors, yep. And he's not able to get that mid wave with Misfortune Aatrox being so close, so he'll get this. Has 1,600 gold, has quite a bit, but don't always think that you have to bag, especially if you're ahead. You want to keep applying pressure. If you're behind, you need to get those very important buys because you'll be low on gold. But if you're ahead, you're going to be obviously have more gold, and don't always think that you have to back to get those items. Let's see. Baron is very low now, unfortunately. Let's see if they can stall enough time. Oh, that's rough. Yikes. Yeah, that's unfortunate. He wasn't really watching his screen when Kiana came up, so oh well. And goodbye. Ignite. 700 gold bounty. So he is a very valuable target. That would have been awful if he gave that to Kiana. Wave, again, look, if you look at his positioning, he's not standing directly behind the minions because he doesn't want to get chunked by a Misfortune Q. She's building lethality, so one Misfortune Q will do about a quarter to 50% of his HP, especially if it kills a minion. And back to mid, shove out this wave. I'm very happy he doesn't shield his mini map. I like that a lot. Yeah, so as soon as Tarek shows up, he can't ever be in front of that, unfortunately. This is the second or third time he's gotten Raptors. I mean, Jin Zhao is not going to use that. He's going to not take Krugs. He's going to let Set take that. But yeah, take that jungle farm always. Now, if your jungler's right there, don't be a jerk, especially if it's going to tilt them. But farming is so important. Even if he didn't have the kills that he had right now. Let's see, what is Misfortune? He would be far above how much gold Misfortune has, regardless. Again, standing beside the wave, doesn't want to get a Q. Backing up a little bit because their team is walking forward now. Enemy team, I mean. Oh, wow. From the shadows. And so sad that Orianna just used an ult on a Tarek ult. They can definitely, and they have Baron. Should be running low. It's almost over, about 20 seconds. So if you look at the timers, Baron ends whenever it's back at 3 minutes. Elder Drake ends at 3 minutes and 30 seconds. Set came back, which is good. Otherwise, that would have been real big trouble. Hard to always be aware of these things, but when there's an assassin in the game, if you do not see them, they are beside you. I always say, John G always plays Shaco. He's always beside you. Always. If you do not see him, you have to respect it. You have to. Okay, so now you can see Kiana. He hovers to the top side of the map. And if they're going to retreat, they're going to go up top river into their right side jungle. Okay, nice little... Ooh, that's unfortunate because Rakan popped Locket there. But I guess it was more for Orianna and himself and Rekkles. Another Misfortune out to clear the wave. Not going to save the tower. And a nice free kill on Karthus. It's going to go back mid, I'm assuming, and clear these supers. Going the safe way. No, going to back for Infinity Edge. Didn't notice. Sounds like he wants to get some survivability in his kit after this with the Bloodthirster. I'll give them extra shield, as well as the life steal whenever he does get hit. Farming the wolves, again, always doing something. Always doing something. If you get anything out of this video, look, he's always doing something. Going back with his team. And I don't remember the last time he's been in a side lane other than that top line fight for Rift Hero. I could be wrong. But he's going mid. He's being safe. There's a Keon in the game, so anytime he's anywhere in the jungle, overextended in the side lane, it is death. Unfortunate that his Xin Zhao is overextended. He's gonna die for that. This is just doomed. Keon ult comes in. He has to ult for it. Nice little root on Aatrox, but it's not going to do much. They've already lost the team fight. 2 for nothing. Flashes. And that dash range from Rakan is huge. Yeah, I think you're dead. Yeah, for sure. And Orianna is top. Doing what she can. And there's no way she could stop this. So... Xayah&Rakan said 0-5-5. Yeah, that seemed to be the major issue. They have such good engage. In Orianna with Rakan, it's such a free engage. I mean, even look at how much damage they're doing right here. Just in that 4v4. It's a free 2-man ult, usually at least, whenever you have a Rakan as an Orianna. So it's just super unfortunate to see that it's such good 5v5 and never did it. Tarek was a pretty good counter to that. No honors, nice. Doesn't check his damage. He does not care. Anyways, that is it for that. So again, if you got anything out of that, let it be always be doing something. Always be farming. Get vision. It's okay to group with your team. I need to learn that better. That's what I got out of the video. Both videos that I've watched of Doublelift and Rekkles, both of them were responding to objectives with their team a lot more than what I do. So in this next game that I play, I'm gonna try and do that. Other than that, let's see what else was there. Yeah, I mean, lane was pretty standard. There wasn't a lot of jungle help other than the dive that they had once or twice. Tarek overextended a couple times. They capitalized on. He had that really nice flash E with Xayah. Yeah, other than that, just pretty standard stuff. Getting like wave priority, shoving it in, freezing it whenever he had advantage, and punishing him for the mistakes. So yeah. All right, I know I've said it about 1,000 times, but always be doing something. This has been the Plat Perspective. Thanks for tuning in.